And Tux just started yelling. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 2 Hour Track Challenge. My name is Ben_Burns, and today we're going to be writing a song in 2 hours or less. I don't really have a particular theme today. I wanted to just kind of mess with some random sounds on Splice, so I'm going to just hit up a filter or two and snag some things. Like, I checked my Splice thing, and I have like 1,100 credits or something, so I need to start burning through these again. So I don't really have much of a plan, so I'm going to hit start on the timer, and then we're going to get going. So let's go to drums. I don't even want to listen to it. Let's just go like that. There we go. We got our drum sample. Blammo. It's at 90 BPM. That sounds like right within my wheelhouse. Hopefully it's a good sample. Oh my God, Tux. I kind of dig that, actually. Let's roll with it. Why not? I am trying today to not get lost in the sauce and have like this big overarching plan, because the last couple weeks for season 12, I've gotten like really specific on like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, and I want to do this and that and that, and it's like, it's really been, I feel it's been more of a detriment than a benefit. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more loose, and see where that takes me. What if you naturally have too much sauce? Well, I mean, that's something you might want to see a doctor about, but I can't really... Hey, Hibby, what's up? Okay, so this requires a little bit of swing. I also feel like the sample is a little over compressed, so I'm going to chop down the highs a little bit. Again, I really don't know where I'm going with this, and I'm kind of okay with that right now. How about this? Oops. Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of messing with stuff right now. It does loop very nicely, though. Okay, let's spice this up a little bit. Okay. I feel like this needs like a touch of saturation or something. The kick, I mean. Yeah, it gives it a little bit more chonk on the bottom end. If you know me, I like me some chonk. So I'm gonna pull in some side chaining for the rack here. Okay, Let's grab something else. Now that we have a, now that we have that, let's limit this to roughly 90 BPM, and maybe we can get a key. Do lately using a delay with no feedback on the drums. Yeah. Bouncy loop. Oh, that's also drums. I don't want drums now. I want something else. C sharp minor. What's this? Let's get it. I don't know if it's a pad or a lead or an ARP, so I'm just going to, I'll just chuck it into leads right now, and then we'll see where we go from there. That looks like a lead. I also don't want it to be in C sharp minor because I'm a big baby. So I haven't heard this yet, so I'm going to put a bunch of effects on it and see if I can make it, like, see if I don't color my expectations of this by I have the urge to be super weird today, and that's kind of where I'm going to go with things. So I'm going to lower the volume too, because who knows how loud this is going to be. Shit. Okay. Well, we got our pad. Okay, so this also needs to get the sidechain treatment, but thankfully I already have it set up. Okay, and this delay I put on is not a good idea. So I'm going to just chop that off, and I'll put in a haraum instead as a happy middle ground there. Yeah, the 2-hour album challenge is this weekend, if you're not familiar, and it's going to be fun. I just selected the randomized theme earlier today. I need to edit that video. Cool. I am going to put EQ, not an EQ, an auto filter on this. Oh, thank you, Toxic. I appreciate that. I guess we're doing a kind of a lo-fi hip hop. This sounds like a song that would start a cooking YouTube video. I've been watching cooking YouTube videos. Follow notification in the making. Yeah, that's not bad either. Let's see. If we're gonna go that route.
Remember to save.
Hello, everybody. Remember to save. It's not RMR. I honestly, like, I love Jeremy. I have not watched many of his videos lately. I missed the one where he was electronalizing an orchestral thing. Which I should go watch because it sounded pretty cool. I just need regular reverb for this. I just need some space. Yeah? Wow, that just encourages me to go see it more. I don't know why I'm getting so much audio tearing lately. Let me try something that hopefully doesn't break my entire setup. Okay, y'all can still hear me. Hey, Madam Barry, how are you? Okay, that works too. Sometimes I feel like we get like a ground loop in the actual power from my sound card. And, yeah. let's keep rolling. Honestly, since this is not really a loop that needs to be 4 bars long, but whatever. This song is kind of writing itself at this point. It's a female computer voice talking over it. I don't know what that female voice would say. I still have that really crappy U speak or VST speak. There. Is this what
Like, comment, and subscribe.
I actually kind of I want to make a song like that. Like all of these are reversed. Like speed, you'd think it would go faster. Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, Amy, how are you? Maybe we can just do the subscribe. Because it's so dumb. I don't know. Just kind of tossing out ideas right now. Set the delay to 1. High feedback. Subscribe. Yeah. That's what I wanted. There is a artist on Spotify who goes by El Jazzy Chavo, I think. He has this riff in literally all of his songs, and I wanted to use it at least once, like as a drum fill specifically for snares. A producer tag? Yeah. We could call this song the YouTube grind. We can put a little bit more motion in this. It's kind of all coming together. I don't know if I'm going to keep that. It's kind of annoying and dumb, but it also made me chuckle, so that's why I'm leaving it in right now. notes are these now? Yeah. Let's get a crummy piano. I think I have a crummy piano. Not like a super crummy one, but one that I'm not really as much of a fan of. Like Una Quarter is not crummy, but it sounds crummy, and that's kind of what I'm going for. Lots of color. Yeah, he's been real crabby lately. I'm not really sure what his deal is. It's like we feed him and then he gets out of the bathroom, and while we're putting his food away, he's yelling at us to be fed again. And it's like, guys. Okay, so I have to put the... Yeah, exactly. He's turning into a crab. Yeah, we can make something out of that. It's kind of meandering, which obviously I want to tighten that up a little bit. Okay, and this is sitting around the 800 range, so I need to go and chop that out here because this is very full. This pad is. So I want to make sure that everybody has space to express themselves. Yeah, that's better. Kind of messed up that last bit. Whoops. I don't know if I'll keep the subscribe. Okay. That's what I wanted. It's just not executed super well. Okay, let's chunk up this sound a little bit more. Interesting. Okay, another thing I want to do is I want to make this loop unique, so I have a solid 8-bar loop for the drums. Getting there. I also don't want to make it too complex. I feel like this is kind of on the cusp of being too complex for what I'm going for. So I have to be wary of that. Reverb on that snare is too long. I also want to punch up this a little bit more, so I don't often bring the overdrive in more than I need to, but I do need a little bit of crispiness in there. Okay. What's a good? Yeah. Reinforce that just a little bit more. Hey, Poetic, thank you so much for that. Another tree has been added to the tree pile. It's a really touchy thing. Like, I have this on here. This is kind of right after I have on my drum bus, and sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. But when I do use it, I try to be as minimal as possible because it really accentuates it when you go into the master channel and you start compressing the mids and the highs, and then like all of the hats blow out the rest of the mix. So I have to be really careful with that kind of stuff. It's mostly just like anecdotal. It's not necessarily this is how it works, but you know. I don't know if I'm going to use that. Okay, we made a song. We're done. There we go. No.
Remember to save.
Everybody remember to save. Okay, and I'm going to get rid of this. So, yeah, where do we want to go with this? That's the thing. Like, we got this cool, like, chilled song, and that's great. Like, I really like where this is right now. But I just don't know, like, progression-wise, where we're taking this bad boy. I don't think we can roll with that as much as I want to. It's just it's too messy. However, maybe if I go like this. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
I can always bring it back. I'm not super worried about that, but it's just like it just didn't gel with me for some reason.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
I don't know. Maybe that whole theme is dumb and I shouldn't be pursuing it really. It's like pull a sample from that's a good idea. See if I can find it. It's in here somewhere. Phrases. Let's see. Put a dunk on it. Yeah, well, there's a lot of
I really love it when everyone around me is happy. It makes me feel like
yeah, life's gonna be okay. That seems more apt. For right now anyway. Honestly.
life is gonna be okay.
That's way better. I like that. No, you can't. I'm never playing this song again.
Life is gonna be okay.
Well, in that case, since we actually have like an actual intro. Yeah, it is great. I'm gonna pace it out like it actually should be. Now, maybe that's too long.
Life is gonna be okay.
I'm gonna chop this down a little bit too.
Life is gonna be okay.
That's better. And also, I guess we're gonna keep it at 2 loops instead, or 2 bars instead of 4. Keep things rolling there. Feeling some rain samples. Yeah, I can see that too. I'll get into that in a second. Yeah. Actually, I'll grab that right now. Why not? Ambient and field recording. Where's my rain? Boat air horn. Don't tempt me. Where is it? There's one in particular that I'm looking for. Warning sirens, waves, wind. No. Yeah, I think it's... Oops. That goes right there. I really like this one, the one with the umbrella, because it's like delicate enough where it's not super in the way, but it has just like the right amount of sound to it, where you can really get some interesting. Okay, so I feel like we can copy this. Maybe we can copy this too, and then we can just modify it a little bit. I have a feeling that the right amount of sound to it. That's an interesting song name. What's the topic for today? I don't really have much of a topic. I'm mostly just kind of doing whatever. I've been kind of in a little bit of a slump when it comes to the 2-hour track challenge, which isn't to say that I've been like unhappy with how it's been going, but it's one of those things where I'm just kind of like, I want to see if this works. No, that has to be here. I've just been kind of getting my legs back on it. It's been kind of difficult for me to. There we go. So now it's like. This is a little bit of juice. We were talking about putting a donk on it, and I can do that too. But yeah, I've been feeling a little off when it came to the challenges, and I think that I was trying a little too hard in the wrong direction. So I'm trying to be a little bit more loose with it, and so far it's working way better. I get into that feeling, and I've talked about this before, where it's just like I feel that, oh man, I'm doing great, and next time is going to be even better, and then I just get into this headspace where I'm just like my expectations for what is okay are too high, and then sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the rhythm for this. My expectations get too high, and then I start to self-sabotage. And I'm trying to avoid that. Yeah, I love when I have a conversation, I interrupt myself, and then becomes like this Inception style, like return to how, like what I was talking about 5 minutes ago by going through all the prior conversations that I had. Okay, where's that foghorn? Listen, I'm doing stupid stuff. I might as well do stupid stuff right. Obviously, I'm lowering the volume by quite a bit. Okay, we're going to go into here, clip, transpose. I'm going to do the same pitch bend that I did with... Okay, I want to lower the volume because that's going to be loud. That's garbage. I think you can make this work. No, maybe not. It sounds like a car. Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's all good. I mean, I probably could have made it work, but I don't care enough to go through the effort. It's about the process. Being a little wild here. We'll see if this works. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, that gets into some weird bass stuff. How you did that so I can use it? I basically did an octave pitch bend on that sample. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I might not. It might be No, I don't think I do, honestly. I think I've shared it on the Discord before, but remind me on Discord and I will share it. Like, I have no problem with that. Okay, so we have Raum going here, and we have some automation on this, so I'm going to duplicate this here as well, just to give this a little bit more space when it comes to cool. Okay. It's kind of a weird situation where I want to increase the volume of several things at the same time. I feel that the pads are getting underrepresented, but if I boost this up, it's going to push out the piano. So it's kind of a pickle. Thanks, Toxic. I also feel like I might be over compressing the piano a little bit. Right, okay. Let's bring that back a little bit. Yeah. That's kind of what I feel like. I did, yes.
Remember to save.
Yeah, it's working out pretty well.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
This is going to be a pizza voice centric episode, which is good. I haven't had one of these in a long time.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
So I need to do a little bit of work on the volume here. It's I'm going to have to go like this. Do the other route. It kind of just trails off a little bit, and I want to make sure that it's not...
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
Exactly. Okay, so I said I was going to modify this a little bit. So let's modify this a little bit. You want pizza this week? Yeah. Tina and I still do Pizza Friday. It's like the one indulgence we have in lockdown. Everything else we kind of stay away from, but it's like it's the only thing. Think I'm getting some this weekend? Yeah. Heck yeah. But yeah, there's a place where I go Well, it's called Jets Pizza. They're kind of all over the country, but we love them a lot. They actually catered our wedding. And yeah, they're awesome. And that's like the only pizza that we really get these days. Yeah, our wedding had pizza. Deep dish pizza. It was awesome. It was rad. Yeah. It was a good time. There was salad too, but only weenies eat salad. That's not true. The salad was actually pretty good too. I
really love it when everyone around me is happy.
Cool. So I think that's enough of a change between these two things to kind of just be instrumental in making it sound different, but not necessarily like, oh, this is a new thing. Cool. Yeah, so our wedding was pretty awesome. We had it in our backyard. And we catered probably like, I think it was like 10 large pizzas or something. It was fun. Not super expensive. We had a friend officiate and it was a good time. God, that was like 6 years ago now, almost 6 years ago. Honestly, yeah.
Life is gonna be okay.
That makes me happy. Those whoop, whoop, whoop.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's like super big weddings that are just, not only are they like cumbersome to arrange and like make happen, but just the whole, now everybody has to like go to this one place and then go to another place and all this other stuff, and it's just like, hey, how about we go to the backyard and then we talk for 5 minutes and then we eat pizza for a while. It was a good time. I think all in all our wedding cost like $1,500. I think it was a little bit more than that. I think the biggest expense was renting chairs and like a tent and stuff. And the splice rhythm, the intro to add a neat dimension. Yeah, I was thinking about a way to make this a little bit more interesting, and bit crushing might be the right way. Exactly, Arcade. And it's like both of us were just like, marriage is cool. Hey, lady, let's not step on the power button, please. It's like, marriage is cool, but neither of us had a ton of money, for one, and we were just like, let's just have a party.
Life is gonna be okay.
Lady. Yeah, exactly. Well, it was a good idea. I'm glad that you had it. I'm sorry your internet's being like a butt.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
Okay, so this seems like a good opportunity to go into some kind of B section. So a couple things are going to happen. First, of course, we lower this. In my notes for that album. Let's see, auto pan. And then phases 270. Nope. Right. There we go, that's what I want. I actually like it like this. The B section, yeah. I get it. Okay, let's work on filling this out. I think that might be a little too much. Maybe. We'll see. I gotta change the velocity. Yeah, that's better. Now I can actually edit it with more granularity. I need a ride symbol. I need a ride to the airport. No, I need a good ride symbol. Let's see. I mean, I lean on these Salamander rides a lot, but they're just so good. You know what we should do? We should go back to Random Town and pick up another random sound. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. So I guess that cost me a dime? I don't know. Get off my ass. I said a swear. YouTube demonetized. Actually, it sounds weird when I transpose it, but later on you'll listen to it and be like, oh, I don't recognize. Not subscribed. Oops. Demonetized. Wow, I am actually super surprised. I just did that right off the dome. Doo, 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 doo. I got to fix up the instrument a little bit more, but I wanted to get that out there. This needs a little bit more crunch to it, but it has the right. Why doesn't that one play? I mean, it's like, did this loop weird? Oh, yeah, that's why. Okay. Let's go like this. I feel that it got a little stonked up there. Let's go like that. Okay, let's just let's work on fixing these up a little bit. Nope. Let's not mess with the end. Hey, so how's everybody doing today? Okay, let's actually make this an instrument that we want to listen to now. Which is weird because, like, traditionally that's all I have to do. I don't know why this is...
Remember to save.
That's why. Yo, friends. Remember to save. Okay, so we are going to have to put a little bit of velocity on these because otherwise it sounds like really robotic and gross. So that tends to mess things up a little bit when we do this. What is going on with my name? Okay, speaking of saving, I don't have a name for this song yet. Need a name. I mean, we could just use everything's gonna be okay because that's basically what Pizza says at the beginning of it. The right amount of sound. Yep, that was suggested by... It says it was suggested by me, which is incorrect. It was suggested by... I think you, Arcade. Prepared from earlier. Okay, it's getting there. It just feels like it needs something else. Maybe some saturation to kind of beef it up a little bit. Boif. Not that much boif. A reasonable amount of boif. The cats are flipping out today. The right amount of sound. Is that that's not a bad name. There was a phrase that I heard yesterday from Tycho Brahe, from Penny Arcade, the guy who writes Penny Arcade. I follow him on Twitter. He was talking about how you like people like to borrow their loved ones or their parents' shirts. Like when they're a kid, they borrow their parents' shirts or something, and he called it an asynchronous hug. And I thought that was that's definitely going to be a name of a song eventually. I don't think it really fits with this song, but asynchronous hug is definitely something that I want to name a song.
Life is gonna be okay.
That snare's too loud.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's for this song, but I definitely want to make something called that because I feel that it's, like you said, it's very relevant for the situation we're all currently in right now, and we all kind of need one.
Everyone around me is happy.
Ugh, that's too far. Take care, Toxic. Thanks for hanging out, man. So I like this bass. I feel like it's in the right direction, but it feels like it's just missing something, and I don't really know what. Light chorus on a bass. You madman. Maybe. Let's try. That's actually not that bad. I also feel like we just need to just change the rhythm a little bit because we have like the same rhythm for each bar, and I think that might be throwing things off a little bit. What did we name? Let's call it the right amount of sound. I kind of like that. 0415. Oh man, my birthday's coming up. Hey, how you doing, a boy called Static? Hey, Ableton crashed. Haha, JK, it didn't. Little compression. Yeah, that might work too. Like this bass in particular is like it's simple, but it's also something that needs to be very actually it's a glue compressor probably won't do much, but it'll give me a better idea of what I'm hitting up against. Okay, let's mess with the rhythms a little bit here. And then we can move on from this purgatory. There we go. That's better. I do need to. It might just be my headphones. Yeah, it's just my headphones. It's super bassy in my headphones for some reason. Okay, so it's fine. Yeah, let's listen.
Life is gonna be okay. Around me is happy.
I want something like really warm here, and I'm trying to remember what song in Auto Plagiarism had those like super warm pads. I think it was Small Comforts. But now I can't remember because I don't label any of my stuff. Oh, man. Wow, first try. I think that was these. Maybe. Pads an octave and filter it. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's just an electric piano. Let's make our own. Because I'm just basically looking for something. There's thinking to do. Yeah, a little bit.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
I have an idea. I don't want this to be complicated, so let's go like this. And then we can take this and almost basically turn it into a pad. So I'm going to give it some extreme chorus and then some reverb. It should be fine. Because my goal isn't to make it like crazy in your face. I just wanted another layer of stuff, and I was thinking about doing something with an arpeggio, which I think I'm going to get to very soon.
Happy.
Does this have an attack on it?
Remember to save.
It does not have an attack on it. Yeah, basically I just want this to have a little bit of sparkle, and to be honest, I might put Valhalla Sparkle on this just to drive that point home. Or shimmer, not sparkle. God, Ben, it's shimmer, not sparkle. So stupid. Shift. You go to 7, because 7 is the best number for Valhalla Shimmer. Yes. Valhalla Shimmer is like legit the best thing ever.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
There we go.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
There we go. And then we can go boop, 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 boop. Valhalla Vintage? I don't know if I have that one.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
Vintage Verb. No, I only have Delay Room and Shimmer. I might have Vintage Verb. Like, I think they give it out for free if you buy one thing. But I don't have it installed. I think I'm going to go and tighten this up a little bit. Another thing I'm going to do is to really drive this point home is just really double up on all these, huh? There we go. It's easier than automating it by hand. I'm profoundly lazy. It gives things more space. Yeah, I actually like that idea of snaps. What we'll do is we'll have this breakdown, and then this breakdown will go into another breakdown with just like the real bare bones. I'm getting some good snaps today. I better record those for posterity. Excellent. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's the breakdown down. Exactly. So I feel like what we can do is just take this, give it a good old double D duplicate, and double D duplicate. I don't know what that means.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
I feel like we only need these on the 1s and 3s. Listen, I might know what it means, but this channel is rated teen, so we can't delve into the ramifications of that. Is this channel rated teen? I don't even know what this is set at anymore. Cuties only. Yeah. Everybody's a cutie. That's the thing. That's the secret. That's the secret, though. Everybody's a cutie. So what are these chords then? Because the bass is playing F. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always a cutie.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
How about this? Sure. Let's grab it. What's the worst that could happen? aside from it being terrible. Well, it's at the right BPM. It's in the wrong key, but that's okay. Let's see. That would be, it's an E right now. So let's warp it first. I don't feel like what we have is the correct key. I feel like they gave me a sample in the wrong key and everything's kind of wonky. But that's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay.
Everyone around me is happy.
Hey, I made another layer. That is pretty great. I got to clean it up a little bit. I think the feedback's a little too high, or the mix is a little too high. The feedback's fine. Yeah, okay. So we'll do another loop here. Our rain sample stopped. We'll bring that back when we go back to the main loop here. So what I'm thinking is we can go like this. We'll have our double breakdown right here. And then we can bring all our cool boys back into the party right here. Okay, why did that not copy paste right? There we go. Gonna have to delete one measure here because apparently I can't count to 4. So that's neat. You don't need counting anyway. Math is a lie, kids. Okay, and then we can get our Snapples in there. So I'll just copy and paste this down. Okay. So this is 4 bars, this is 4 bars. Perfect. Then I can go like this. The first one I stuck with was Tin Roof Graffiti. God, that song, I don't even know like how that song happened. Tin Roof Graffiti is such like a dense song. And I mean the cool thing is it came from a sample that was provided by my wife. She was in Massachusetts at the time and she was just hanging out with friends and she sent me this sample of them hanging out. And it was just like everything clicked in like the perfect way, and I've been chasing that dragon since since then. So it's just like set 1 here. I honestly I should go back and rewatch that episode. That episode was just like top notch. I even have the correct number of clicks here for what I want. I might layer these clicks with something else just to give it a little bit more booth. But for the most part, let's just stick with that. And do I have another reverb that I can? Let's just take this Raum. I'm going to say Raum different every time if possible.
Life is gonna be okay. Life.
Okay, so the other thing we're gonna have to do is, since we're trying to minimize things, Let's boop this into a 2-bar loop.
Life is gonna be okay.
Okay, so we need a reverse cymbal. Yeah. Where's my crash? It's not the kind of crash that I want. These might be a little loud and I apologize. That's more what I want. It's more hissy. Go make some food. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, no problem, man. Go get some food in ya. Okay, Captain Subtle, how are you, man? Have you used the melon samples yet? I hope you like them. Liked them. Good. That's all I can hope for.
Life is gonna be okay.
Remember to save.
Hey everybody, remember to save. Some of these claps are, or some of these snaps are a little loud, so I'm going to try to bring down the volume and then put a little bit of compression on them to even them out. And that should be good there.
Life is gonna be okay. Life.
Okay, and then this is just too loud, so I can...
Life is gonna be okay.
Okay, so I wanted to go back into here and put in a little bit of a solo. Yeah, I'll play through the whole song in just a second. I just want to...
Life is gonna be okay.
Cool. There's a couple wrong things in there, but I can fix those. Let's listen to the whole thing real quick.
Life is gonna be okay.
So all this is duplicate, and I don't want that. Or, alternatively...
Is happy.
Okay, so yeah.
Life is gonna be okay.
Heck yeah. Okay, so this just needs like a cheap reverb on it. I think that alternating the lead instrument a little bit actually helps quite a bit. No, not that. Let's bring this up a little bit more. I have a couple things going when it comes to like removing frequencies, and I don't want to be messing around with that too much. So let's go like this and like this. Am I cutting it out anywhere else? I thought that it had a brighter sound to it, but maybe not. Also, let's see what happens if I get rid of this too. Okay, how about if we drop it up an octave? It's a little too much.
Life is gonna be okay.
I feel like this song is getting a little lost in the mixdown. The mixdown is really going to help this more than anything else. The layers just aren't really gelling the way that I'm expecting them to. Again, it might be my headphones. I think my headphones are dying, which sucks, but you know, they're also 8 years old now, and I use them like every day. So yeah, that's really all I want with that. Yeah. Bam. Just max out the velocity for these, and zoop. Yeah, okay. Well, let's actually make this the right length. That's a good innings for headphones. What do you mean by innings? Like lifespan? I mean the thing that I don't want to get rid of these headphones because they're like signed by people that I admire, and I don't want to Britishness. Not Britishness. Yeah, I know very little about cricket. lower the reverb on these. I think that it's getting a little muddy, and that's why things are becoming...
It's gonna be okay.
Gotcha. I feel like this section is getting a little lost, and I'm not really sure why. Like, I could double up with the piano on here, I guess, but I don't think that that's the solution. Maybe it is. Yeah, you might be right. Like, or alternatively, this might be too hot for TV. Maybe if we do it here. I'm just kind of messing around right now. That's kind of cute, but I don't know if it really fits with what I want to do. I mean, we're solid on the the construction of the song, which makes me happy. Maybe what I should do is I think a counter melody is probably in the books for this, so let's work on just kind of finishing up this song before, like, I want to have the the basic construction of the song done, and then I can toot around with the rest of it. That's a very dad thing to say. I guess I am stream dad. Yeah, extract, and then we can just kind of fall this off. I mean, it's not a terribly complex song, but that's okay. I'm going to lower the volume on these jabronis as well. I don't know why I consolidated those waveforms, because that takes forever. There we go. Really, I guess all I need to do is that. And that goes like that, and we can fade that out here. I don't know what that sound was.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy. It makes me feel like life is gonna be okay.
Yeah, so that should be the end of that. What did Trevor knock over? I have no clue. Okay. I have no clue. Was he trying to get into the cupboard again? I have no clue. Okay. I'm looking. Not in the cupboard.
love it when everyone around me is happy. It makes me feel like life is gonna be okay.
So I'm just cleaning this up a little bit. But I think that's pretty solid there. So that is the general structure of the song done. We can tinker around with the counter melody a little bit. And then I think we should be good. So
It's gonna be okay.
Remember to save.
hey, everybody, remember to save. I feel like there's some conflicting sounds in there, but I can clean that up fairly quickly. Come on. There we go. We might as well get a unison there. Way better. Should we do another auto pan here? Because this is getting like more frenetic. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad idea. I thrive on bad ideas. That pad just isn't gelling with me. Maybe it's too quiet? Maybe it's just too quiet. It just feels like it's not presenting itself as strongly in the song as it used to. And that might be because I added too many different things going on in the song, and it's just getting kind of drowned out. Oh, heck yeah. Like LFO chains are a lot of fun. I'm going to listen through the whole song. Like basically we're done, but I want to, I mean, we've got 20 minutes left. Why not capitalize on making it sound a little bit better?
Life is gonna be okay.
That glitch is not sticking in the song, even though it was pretty neat. Okay, I'm gonna... Headphones time. The mids are really mushy. Yeah, the mids are super mushy.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
I trust my instincts on that. Why did I raise it up?
Life is gonna be okay.
Where did these go? They just like disappear in the song.
Life is gonna be okay.
I'm gonna have to do like a full mix down on this, which is fine. We've got time. So let's roll. What is, I mean, this is a good a spot as any to do a mix down because it has mostly everything in it. Aside from a handful of things. So yeah, let us go to the side of Ableton that I rarely use. So none of these. I'm not using that. So the first thing I do is I delete all the channels that I'm not using, because I don't want to be mixing down something that doesn't exist. So, zoop. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so ideally what I want to do is the most important thing in this is the drums and then the bass and then the pads, and then I can move on from there. So right now we won't hear anything. Oh shoot, I also have to turn off. There we go. Okay. It's this guy? Yeah. It's just mush. That's my problem. It's just mush. There we go. It's a little hard on the It just needs some cracklies in the high end, and that's what it's missing. This part's not terribly exciting, and I apologize, but Yeah, the fact that I have so much reverb on this is probably not helping with the mush factor as well. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so one of the problems that I'm having with volume right now is if you listen to this right here, if I solo this and we listen to it, there's a shitload of bass. Sorry, I made a swear again. So what's happening in this section right here is the waveform, when I compress it, it's compressing including the bass, but that makes it sound a lot louder because we're not taking the bass into account anymore. And we don't want the bass in there anyway because we're substituting the bass elsewhere with the kicks and whatnot. I think that was the big problem with the mushiness. There was two issues. Okay, there's two issues. I'm going to go into detail on this because this is something that happens that's really hard to diagnose. There was two issues going on. First, I had too much reverb on this thing. I had way too much, both in the mix and the decay. So it was causing a lot of... yeah, Poe. So it was causing a lot of mud when, not only when we were doing the choppiness of the auto pan, but also when we switched chords, it created a lot of harmonic fighting. Like these two harmonics were fighting each other and they were tending to just kind of mush everything together. So what I did is I lowered the mix on that by quite a lot, and I also lowered the decay a little bit. Secondly, what I was doing with the EQ here is I was including some of the bass because I felt like it was necessary, and it really wasn't. The problem is a waveform can only get increased so much or compressed so much. And what was happening was it was compressing the bass. It was taking the volume of the bass into account with the compression, which is why the compression is now after the EQ instead of before it. So with the EQ removing the bass, there was a lot more flexibility when it came to bringing up the volume of the mids and the highs, which is what I wanted initially anyway. I'm still scooping out the 800 range because that's where the solos are, and I want to make sure that the solos are very crisp. But overall, like removing the bass in this allowed a lot more flexibility when it came to bringing up the volume of the piece just in general. So now these... It still sounds quiet, but that's because I have the mastering channel off. Okay, what's next? I can bring this up. This should be easy enough. One thing I'm worrying about is I'm watching this number and I don't want it to get it above -6. I want it to kind of keep around. I mean, it's going to when I add everything else together, but... So I got that layer, that layer, that layer. Let's bring in the pads here. I can just be at 0. Okay, so I'm noticing that these are a little loud in the high end. I'm going to bring that back a little bit. Yes, exactly, Pohi. I want to make sure that I have headroom for compression and all that other good stuff. So really that is the bulk of what we're adding here. I can add this in. Those little cracklies. And then the next thing is that's really important is the leads. So we'll add those in now. Cracklies are too loud. Way too loud, actually. cut high pass on the sample tracks. Which sample tracks? Unfortunately, I didn't really name my stuff very well. Where is that note? This one needs to chill out a little bit. Just cut high pass. I mean, I did high pass this one, and I high pass. I should high pass this one too. Is there? Oh yeah, there's some low end mud in there. Like really, that's the proper way of doing it. Same thing with this. I can just go like this, and that's basically just removing all the low end. I'm just usually either too lazy, or I know I'm gonna get to it later when I like do the album. Hopefully.
Remember to save.
The pork chop. Oh yeah, this is this. It's really quiet. It's essentially the sample that I started with this whole song. Okay, so with the everything's gonna be okay, I need to bring the volume up on that.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy. I really love it when everyone around me is happy. It makes me feel like life is gonna be okay.
Wait, did this move a measure?
I really love it when everyone around me is happy. It makes me feel like life is gonna be okay.
Okay, and then the other thing, we need to bring these back in. And that should be everything. I want to do some auto pan on this one too.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy. It makes me feel like life is gonna be okay.
I don't like that long sigh in there. It doesn't feel like it fit. Oh my god. It doesn't feel like it fits music or rhythmically.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy. It makes me feel like life is gonna be okay.
Solid. Is there any channel that I missed with this? Got it. Oh, the snaps. Oh, yeah, no, so this one right here, this channel, is there any specific reason you don't high pass the sample tracks? Or basically any track, and I do high pass a lot of them. And that's mostly just because you want to leave the bass open for the actual bass and the kicks. And I just didn't do it before because I was lazy, really. So I did go back and I did do that. So these are all high pass now. This one doesn't necessarily need a high pass as much because it's voice, and voice tends to cut through all that stuff anyway. Oh, I need to, bring this reverse cymbal in real quick. Make sure this is good.
Life is gonna be okay.
Sorry, I thought I
Life
answered your
is
question.
gonna be okay.
Okay. I still feel these are a little mushy. But maybe things will be better when I bring this back in. So let's listen to the whole thing again. Okay.
Life is gonna be okay.
Okay, so things are all out of whack now. Not in a good way. Something just feels... There's no reverb on this. There's like noise going through this piano, which is fine. Like, I don't mind that, but I might try to tone it down. I think that that's a effect compression tape, yeah. Maybe this is just me, but does anybody else feel like everything just feels a little off? Not rhythmically, just like how the song is like structured. Like harmonically things feel, it feels like it's missing like a harmonic range somewhere, and I don't really know where. Maybe I added too much weird noise on this.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
Man, yeah, that mix down actually kind of donked a lot of things up. I mean, we're done, which is good. We did a good job on a song, but we just need to kind of fix the mechanical bits. We also focused on the transients more. Let's bring that back.
Life is gonna be okay.
Yeah, the volumes are all out of whack. Or else my ears are. Let's go like this. Let's tighten up the kick a little bit.
Life is gonna be okay.
Better. Maybe my ears just need to pop. Oh, wow. Why does that note get cut off? It seems to happen like every other time. Is that... That's not how piano works. There we go. Hey, Kayurumi, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm just kind of like trying to push through a mix down right now. I don't know why, but for some reason it sounded kind of off. And I want it to sound on.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy.
Thanks, Nate. I'm just struggling with the mix down right now. For some reason, it feels off.
Life is gonna be okay.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Oops. Yeah, okay, that does have something.
I really love it when everyone around me is happy. It makes me feel like life is gonna be okay.
Cool. I think overall we made a pretty decent song. I still feel like the mixdown is kind of wonky, and I might mess with that a little bit more off camera. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with it, but I love it when we make a cool song and it's like super minimal amount of layers. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Captain Subtle. It's already tomorrow here. Have a lovely you have a lovely evening too. So yeah, I think I am going to get going. If you had fun, if you enjoyed this, you can follow me on a multitude of different places. Social. Twitch, Twitter, Patreon, and YouTube /Ben_Burns. That's BURNES. If you like this song and want to support the studio, the best way is to go to Patreon. You'll get a download of not only this song, but all the other like 230 songs in the 2-Hour Track Challenge project, as well as some exclusive albums and all that other fun stuff. I don't know. Hey, Marigo is messing around in Ableton. Let's bounce over to Marigo. I'll do a quick raid to Marigo Music. She is a music producer, and also she just kind of plays random stuff. She does like live requests and stuff like that. So I'm going to bounce over to Marigo, and I'm going to get going. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. It's been a blast, and I'm glad that we were able to sit down and make a song that actually like I'm super like into. I do feel that it requires a little bit more massaging when it comes to just kind of cleaning it up a little bit, but I'll take care of that off camera, and I will be posting this on YouTube in probably a day or so. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I really, really do appreciate it. We'll bounce over to Marigo. Tell her I say hi. I'll be in her chat for a couple minutes while I get my crap together, and that is it for me. So I'll see you around. Oh, where's the button? There's the button. Take care.